Hey, what's up, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and the man who holds the back doors of two buses, the Q5 and the N24, and Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you are rocking with the 301 episode, episode 301 of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. And we got a jam-packing show for you today. I'm still celebrating the 300th anniversary of the 300 milestone of of the episode that I'm going to drop on Friday. Um and it's basically the third year of the New York Avenue podcast that I just forgot to mention. I will mention that in a recording of episode 300, and all that other great stuff. And yes, so for now, if you are new to the YouTube channel page and on Instagram and you miss any previous episodes whatsoever, please go ahead and actually please go ahead and follow the podcast on Instagram, which is on Instagram Live right now. We're live and direct from StreamYard and YouTube. And of course, speaking of YouTube, go ahead and grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 for more live video episodes and everything else in between. Um, Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics, and be sure to download the episodes. Be sure to add the podcast to your playlist, whether you are on Spotify or any of the streaming platforms that I will mention at the end of the show. And also be sure to listen, stream, watch these episodes, and also you can also donate to my Cash App, which is G Money Stacks 555. And the other option is my PayPal. You can also donate there, whatever amount of money you desire, whether it's $1, whether it's 4.99 or even 10. Whatever amount of money you decide to donate um will be appreciated of you supporting my podcast that I'm doing right now. All right. I just wanted to get that out the way. I didn't get a chance to mention that in the previous episodes, and I will do that from now on. So, it is what it is, man. So, without further ado, I do apologize for being a little late because I had to do a little cleaning, but at the same time, I had to make sure I set everything up because I didn't know I was going to use this browser today, because the other browser that I usually use, which is Google Chrome, but unfortunately I have to wait till the 14th of November for the reset of StreamYard. So I had to create another one over here in another Google account. So that's why everything was just, you know, um was falling apart a little bit, but I managed to fix everything up. So there you have it right there. And yes, so now that I got that clarification out the way, how about we start off with how about we start off with um the New York Mass Transit Files right here, real quick. Okay. All right. Let me just try to get my mind off of the parents. So let me just continue where I left off here. Um okay. So in today's episode we're going to be discussing let me just say we are discussing National Kebabs Day. But first, we got some transit stuff to talk about here. Let me just find the topics real quick so I can actually get a better idea on the type of things I'm going to be talking about so I don't miss out on anything. So, just give me a moment to find the topics in today's episode so I could actually feel better about myself. You feel me? Um okay, so yes, so okay, so we're gonna be okay, Chinatown. Okay, here it is. Let's talk Chinatown. All right. We're gonna talk Chinatown. All right, so let's get into it right here. Let me find it. Let me make sure I find it real quick. I do apologize. It was just out of the blue. Anyway, let's get into let's get into the Chinatown subjects as far as like you know the exemption of the congestion pricing. I know some people may had a problem with this actually, so we're gonna actually get into it right here. Um, yes, so um, okay, um, yes, here it is. Here we are. Here we are, Chinatown. Okay, um, so elected officials from the city's three largest Chinatowns are seeking to fully exempt dollar vans from congestion pricing, arguing they are a high volume transportation option connecting the city's dispersed Asian communities. Non-elected rep not elected repping the Chinatowns in Lower Manhattan, Northeast Queens, and Southern Brooklyn signed a letter to the MTA panel deliberating toll rates, rules, and exemptions for the first time in the nation. Congestion charge requesting that the unofficial but critical fleet of dollar vans, also known as commuter vans, that ferry people along underserved routes um, across the city, not be hit with the toll to enter Manhattan south of 60th Street, which could run up to $23. Ooh, $23. Hang on one second here. One second. Hold on, let me see who got into the chat. I'm sorry. Shout outs to Boss Babe 2024, 2424, and Hugh Evan. Okay, get those two out the way. Um, okay, so here we are. Here we are. Okay, so let me continue. Dollar vans, which these days usually cost $2, are popular along Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn and in subway deprived Eastern Queens. But the one with the most uncertainty going into congestion pricing, which is set to launch next spring, is the fleet connecting Chinatown in Manhattan to Flushing, Queens, and Sunset Park, Brooklyn, the city's three largest concentrations of Asian residents. Tolling the vans, which can carry up to 20 passengers, would complicate the commutes of Asian New Yorkers heading to Manhattan for work. The polls say that in their letter to the Traffic Mobility Review Board. Many Asian New Yorkers from the outer boroughs use commuter vans to access their jobs in lower Manhattan, and the direct route they provide between Brooklyn, Queens, and Chinatown, which is in Manhattan, folks, often cuts their commute times in half. Reads the letter, a toll on commuter vans will make it more difficult for the workers using these vans to access their jobs. The letter was signed by State Senator John Liu, Brian Kavanaugh, and um, Iwan Chu. State Assembly members Grace Lee, Stephen Raga, Ron Kim, William Colton, and Nili Razik, and City Council member Christopher Marte. A toll on dollar vans, which would most likely result in a higher fare, would also keep residents of the outer boroughs from heading to Chinatown to shop and eat, and would make it cost prohibitive to travel between the Chinatowns to visit friends and family, the polls contend. What's more, dollar vans are a culturally com- competent alternative to mass transit for Asian New Yorkers. According to the letter, which notes that the city has seen a 300% rise in hate crimes targeting Asians since the onset of the slamdemic. Commuter vans offer the Chinese communities in Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn a much needed service that is not being provided by other forms of public transportation. Safe, language accessible, and culturally competent means for people to access jobs, resources, and families, said Lee, who represents Manhattan's Chinatown and Assembly. They should be exempt from tolls under the congestion pricing plan. Dollar vans are just one of more than 120 formal exemptions and discount requests the TMRB has received, which range from taxis and for hire vehicles to parents, senior citizens, judges, retired cops, people attending religious services, and even passenger cars. Dollar vans first came on the scene decades ago as a cheaper or unofficial form of transportation, taking on routes left to the wayside by the MTA. Today, van operators can make their business legit, but an extensive um, compendium of rules and fines leads with much of the industry to remain unregistered. The city does not track how many vans picking up and dropping off passengers are unregistered, but the city reports that only 31 operating today are licensed with the Taxi and Limousine Commission. Like MTA buses, dollar vans have faced rough headwinds during the slamdemic, with a reduced customer base and insurance costs through the roof. But by and large, the cash only fares still remain well below the cost of the traditional ride. An MTA spokesperson did not take a position on the proposed exemption, but noted that every exemption granted causes the toll to be raised for everyone else. Sheesh. That's wow. Okay, that's a little nerve-wracking, I hear. In other MTA news, in other transit news, we gotta talk about this actually. So, all right, so this is MTA unveils courtesy courts campaign. The campaign is a multi-agency campaign that consists of 34 illustrations that remind customers to follow the MTA's code of conduct and treat fellow riders and public spaces with respect. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority has unveiled courtesy counts, a multi-agency campaign reminding customers to follow the MTA's code of conduct and treat fellow riders and public spaces with respect. The 34 illustrations that will be a part of this campaign feature a variety of creative artwork with messaging reminding transit customers about different ways to respect fellow riders and encourage courteous behavior in public spaces rather. Examples of messages that will appear in the system include keeping seats clear for other riders, keeping pets in carriers and service animals leashed, letting people on and off the van, off the train without obstruction, not talking loudly on the phone, wearing headphones, giving everyone room to stand, not laying down, taking up multiple seats, not smoking or vaping, not holding the doors, not charging electric vehicles, not leaving the emergency exit door open for others to enter without paying the fare, not leaving a bike unattended or obstructing space, and not littering. In our busy lives, it's easy to forget that your own individual behavior can have an impact on your fellow riders' commute and even their day. So why not be courteous, said MTA Acting Chief Customer Officer and Senior Advisor Shanifa Riera. The goal isn't to lecture anyone. We just wanted to have a little bit of fun explaining our rules of conduct as ridership continues to grow. This campaign is especially important for the disability community and reminds customers what a difference it can make to keep doorways clear or give up your seat to someone who needs it, said MTA Chief Accessibility Officer and Senior Advisor Cumuel Arroyo. While New Yorkers are busy and have a lot going on, we can all take a second to do the right thing and let another rider have an enjoyable time and pleasant ride. Riders will start seeing um rolling images throughout the transit system, displaying messages to remind customers to not block doors, watch their backpacks, clear the aisleways, make seats available for those that need them, among other riders. Digital ads will be bases in subway cars, buses, Long Island Railroad, and MTA Metro North trains and in station platforms across the state, excuse me, across the system. Um, the campaign will also appear on social media and on pamphlet cards that will be handed out to customers. The Courtesy Counts campaign is a great reminder of who we are as New Yorkers, the way we would like to be treated, and the way we ought to treat each other. I'm glad at the MTA we can make this front and center, said New York City Transit Senior Vice President of Subways, Demetrius Critchlow. The amazing men and women who for transit do their part, but individual behavior also plays a role. It's important to be kind and courteous. At New York City Transit, we are laser focused on delivering customers faster, cleaner, and safer service, said NYC Transit President Richard Davey. End quote. We stepped up adding service on a number of subway lines and raising on-time performance to its highest level in decades. Now we're asking our customers to do their part by showing respect to their fellow New Yorkers and by helping us keep trains and buses moving by following the rules of conduct. The campaign was launched following a record breaking period for transit ridership. In September, the NYC subway recorded its highest post slamdemic single day total for paid rides on consecutive days. On September 20th, subways recorded four million 179,902 paid rides, surpassing the previous post-pandemic high of 4,144,828 set just a day before on September 19th. The commuter railroads also saw post-pandemic highs. LARR set a post-pandemic record on September 20th, carrying 242,202 riders and surpassing the previous high set on June 21st, 2023. Metro North Railroad set its post-pandemic record on September 19th, carrying 224,426 riders. This surpassed the previous total set on June 20th when Metro North carried 224,371 riders, in addition to the overall post-pandemic high on October 2nd. Metro North celebrated its highest ridership on Monday since the pandemic with 192,103 paid rides. NYC bus paid ridership also continues to trend upward. On September 14th, buses surpassed the 1.5 million paid ride mark for the first time since May 17th, 2023. With Metro North and the Long Island Railroad continuing to set post-pandemic ridership records, it's a great time to remind customers to show common courtesy while riding with us, said LARR interim president and Metro North and MTA Metro North Railroad president Catherine Rinaldi. Simple things like keeping the aisles clear and throwing out trash give all of our customers a better experience while traveling with us. And this is from masstransitmag.com. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so now we can go to hang on a second. All right. Okay, give me one moment. Sorry about that, folks. I had to add a particular segment that I usually do, which is chatting all the jazz right there. We're going to get into a particular topic in terms of the recently passing of Jackie O and the root cause of what happened to her. So we're going to get into it right here, right now. So stick around and and listen. Um, Hang on one second here. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. Now, episodes ago, I did talk about the passing of Jackie O, right? Now, there's been some a little development in terms of the root cause to what happened to her. And this is from Deadline. All right. So, Jackie O, a regular on MTV's Wild 'N Out, died in May of complications from cosmetic surgery. The Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner's Office said in its official report made public Friday. O, whose real name is Jacqueline Marie Smith, died the night of May 31st in Miami at age 32. That's the same day my pops passed, actually, if you will. Her death was confirmed at the time by BET Media Group, but no further details were provided. According to the medical examiner's report, per local media, Smith had cosmetic surgery on her buttocks on May 30th and reported no complications. She was prescribed ciprofloxacin, oxycodone, and ondansetron. She later complained of a headache and at a post-surgery appointment was advised to take ibuprofen and no longer take the ondansetron, an anti-nausea medication. I never heard of this. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That happened to her, man. Wow. Whew. Oh, oh boy. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. That's really wild right there. Okay, let's continue. Um let's continue right here. So, um the night of May 31st, according to the medical examiner, she complained of her head feeling like it was burning and she began having trouble speaking. She became unresponsive before she was transported to a local Miami hospital where she was pronounced dead in the ER at 11 p.m. local time. According to media outlets, the report said Smith had swelling in her brain and bleeding of the skin around her torso. Her death was ruled an accident. Smith had hang on a second. Hang on one second. Yes. Yes. Yes, so Smith had three children with her Wildin' Out co-star DC Young Fly, who, by the way, is on a new game show, Celebrity Squares. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that another time, actually. So, all right. So SIP to Jackie O from Wildin' Out. All right. So, let's get into. Yeah, I forgot to do this one actually. I forgot to do this one actually. Yeah, I forgot to do this one right here. So a trucker made a mess of traffic at the Hugh Carey um tunnel Thursday after getting his 18-wheeler wedged in the tight tube. Um the rigs driver got a summons for failing to heed the low clearance signs and warnings from MTA police officers before proceeding into the Brooklyn bound side of the tube from Lower Manhattan. The MTA reported that the tractor trailer became stuck about a mile into the 1.7-mile tube at 10:15 a.m. on September 28th. The tunnel has a height restriction of 12 feet 1 inch. Um, the wedged rig forced the tube's closure, which was indicated with large red X over the entrance. With the tunnel forced to share one lane of the other two, both Manhattan bound and Brooklyn bound sides experienced heavy traffic during the midday hours. Damn. Damn. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. Heavy traffic. You know people don't like heavy traffic. Um and sometimes I could relate to that too. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, so FDNY and MTA personnel worked to get the truck dislodged from the tunnel using heavy duty cutting equipment to remove parts of the truck to allow it to be towed out. The truck was completely removed from the tunnel just after 12 p.m. The driver blatantly ignored numerous highway warning signs and a bridge and tunnel officer who tried to stop it from entering the tunnel, said MTA Bridges and Tunnels President Catherine Sheridan. Those reckless actions caused delays to the end of the morning commute, inconveniencing hundreds of other drivers. I commend our MTA Bridges and Tunnels employees and the FDNY and authorized toll partners for reacting quickly to safely remove the vehicle. The driver was hit with multiple summonses as a result, including traveling in an HOV lane, disobeying posted over height warning signs, damage to property, failure to obey an officer, driving an unregistered vehicle, and operating with a flat tire. Um, MTA engineers conducted safety inspections on the ceiling of the tunnel from the midpoint to the Brooklyn end to ensure the tunnel was structurally sound for afternoon rush hour traffic. Officially reopened the tunnel at 3:10 p.m. Um, let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Um, yeah, that's a yeah. Yeah, I'm glad nobody got hurt. I'm glad nobody got hurt and stuff. So that's pretty good though, man. I'm glad nobody got hurt and stuff. So that's pretty much what that is. All right, so Pras's lawyer is in hot water. Yeah, you know what that means. I shouldn't have to. You know what that means. Um, hang on. Yes, so and this is from allhiphop.com. Pras of the Fugees is making some serious changes. I won't even waste time. I'm going straight into this rumor. David Kenner, the legal ego lawyer who represented the former Fuji rapper, has been held in contempt of court. What does that mean? It could mean a number of things. It could mean that he was disrespecting the judge in the case of Pras. It could mean that he has broken some sort of law. Right now, I don't have those details, but they are out there. Um, the crazy thing is Kenner is regarded as one of the best lawyers ever, but I'm not sure if he has been as effective recently as he has in the past. First of all, Tory Lanez is sitting in a jail cell right now, and Kenner was his attorney. Previous to that, he had represented both Suge Knight and Death Row Records and Snoop Dogg. You might remember he won for Snoop and helped him beat a murder case. In his defense, he did join the Tory Lanez case late, so the wheels might have been rolling before he got there. He actually joined after the trial began. Hmm. Oh boy, that's crazy, man. Sheesh. Damn, son. Damn, that's crazy, man. All right. Oh boy. Um. Okay. So let's see. Nevertheless, my source says, in quote, he was in over his head in the Pras case. Now, Pras has an all star team representing him. A former U.S. Senator is on his defense team. That appeal is about to be popping. As you know, Pras was found guilty on 10 criminal counts in a Washington, D.C. courtroom earlier this year. Pras was accused of helping Malaysian businessman um, J um Joe Low gained political influence in the US in exchange for a cool $100 million. Damn. Damn, son. Damn. That's crazy. Oh boy. Mm-mm. Yes, so Pras was charged with conspiracy, witness tampering, and failing to register as an agent of China, among other federal charges. He maintains his innocence in the matter. Okay. Oh boy. That that sucks for him. I mean, that sucks for him. I mean, he was part of a group of the Fugees, and that's just to me that's just that's a damn shame to actually waste your career on some ridiculous bullshit of China. Like seriously, like this is not gonna go well for him compared to Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is a different basket case who has no remorse for nobody. So you know what I'm saying? All right, so let me continue. Slightly more positive note: the Fugees performed over the weekend at Global Citizens in New York City. All right, Saturday night marked a historic moment at the Global Citizens Festival in New York City, with the renowned hip hop ensemble, the Fugees, reuniting on stage. The trio, consisting of Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, and Pras, delivered a charged, energetic performance featuring their well loved hits like Ready or Not, Fuji La, and Killing Me Softly. Um, Beyond the music, the Fugees used their platform to convey a crucial message, advocating for sovereign nations to take control of their natural resources. Wyclef stirred the crowd's support for Haiti's relief efforts as the country grapples with political turmoil and instability. He stressed that the importance of Haitians shaping their own destiny amidst foreign interests in the region. On stage, the three members exhibited remarkable chemistry and enthusiasm, hinting at the possibility of future tours together. As Wyclef addressed the audience, I hate goodbyes. So, regardless of what you hear, we're gonna always be the Fugees. They come on at the 4 hour, 40-minute mark of the video below. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let me see who's in the Instagram chat here. Let's see. Shouts to underscore Deidre underscore D. Thank you for viewing this. I appreciate this. And speaking of appreciation, let's get into National Kebab Day. Actually, World Kebab Day. Actually, that's why I titled the episode "Kebabs" because it's World Kebab Day. So, what? Let me fill you in on what that is, folks. So, World Kebab Day is celebrated on the second Friday of July, um, 12th, and an occasion to commemorate the kebab and its. Yes, to commemorate the kebab and its multiple varieties. Kebabs are hugely popular because of their meaty texture and an amazing array of spices and aromas. There are known to be more than 20 types of kebabs that are prepared differently in each region or family. That is quite a lot of variety to experience for just one day. Now, the history of World Kebab Day. The official records do not mention World Kebab Day as a nationally recognized holiday. However, going by social media posts and online records, the day the day has been celebrated in different parts of the country since 2019. This makes it a relatively recent phenomenon, which is fair given the widespread popularity of kebabs in recent years across the United States. Kebabs have been part of the American diet in one way or the other, because of the intense cultural influx from the Middle East, Africa, and Europe, all of which are regions where different varieties of kebabs are quite popular. Since the 1970s, the kebab has become a popular snack or fast food variety in major American cities, such as New York. This is likely a factor that prompted a special day being commemorated to celebrate its universal appeal as a quick meal or appetizer. Interest in Middle Eastern cuisine and overall culture has grown in the United States over the past 2 decades. People are more exposed to Middle Eastern fast food due to the high rate of commercial growth in Middle Eastern restaurants in small and big cities across the United States. With new kebab shops and restaurants popping up so frequently throughout the country, it is no surprise that people began demanding an exclusive kebab day to celebrate this popular food. Today, kebab day, let me see. Hang on. Yes, today Kebab Day has become a way to celebrate the popularity of this food, which can be eaten in so many diverse ways with a range of breads, spices, and condiments. So, on World Kebab Day timeline, so the invention of the doner kebab is invented in Turkey in the 1700s. Doner kebab became popular in Europe in the 1950s. So, Turkish immigrants introduced doner kebabs in Germany. In 1970s, gyros are introduced in the United States. Gyro becomes a popular New York snack. The 1990s, chicken kebabs become popular. The mad cow disease scare um, makes people switch to chicken kebabs. Yes, 1990s. That's where it took place. Um, okay, I don't know what this is all about here. So, what makes a kebab a kebab? Oh, kebabs are various cooked meat dishes with their origins in Middle Eastern cuisines. Kebab consists of cut up or ground meat, and they mostly consist of mashed onions in addition to vegetables and various other um, accompany, accompaniments according to the specific recipe. And 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 to answer your question, why is a kebab so popular? Kebabs are usually cheap, filling, tasty, and convenient. And who invented it? They are thought to have originated in Turkey when soldiers used to grill chunks of freshly hunted animals skewered on swords over open field fires. This origin is backed up by a Turkish script of Kissa um, I Yusuf in 1377 and is now the oldest known source where kebab is stated as a food item. Now, how do you celebrate World Kebab Day, you ask? You can learn, number one, you can learn a new recipe. If you have never made a kebab in your life, then kebab is the best time to learn a new skill. You can start with a basic kebab recipe that requires meat and a few simple spices that you can get from your local store. Whether you want to make a shish kebab or a doner kebab, uh, the choice is completely yours, as both are easy and fun to make. Number two, visit your traditional restaurant. Many restaurants cater to international tastes, so they tone down their recipes. If you want to get a taste of authentic kebabs, then go a bit out of the way and visit a traditional Middle Eastern restaurant. There, you will get a taste of genuine kebabs the way that Middle Eastern families cook them in their homes every day. You will also enjoy the authentic environment, complete with the diverse languages, customs, and aromas that these places offer. Number three, become familiar with new ingredients. As you learn to make kebabs, you will most likely come across a few ingredients. For the first time, take some time to experience their taste, textures, and aromas. It might seem unusual at first, but when you realize how many non native spices are part of the American diet today, it won't seem all that strange. You can even buy some and try incorporating them in your everyday recipes to see how they change the overall flavor of your food. Okay, so number one, the largest grower of dates. The Middle East is the single largest producer of dates in the world. Number two, hydroponic farming. Food in the Middle East is grown using hydroponic technology. Number three, Arabian thyme. Za'atar is used as a substitute for thyme in Middle Eastern recipes. Number four, olive cultivation. Olives have been cultivated in the Middle East for thousands of years. Number five, honey. Honey is a popular Arab food due to its longevity and high nutritional value. And of course, why do we love World Kebab Day, you ask? It exposes us to new taste. There are so many different versions of kebabs that even those who eat kebabs regularly might not have tried them all. Kebab Day is a great time to taste different varieties of kebabs as each country and region has a slightly different version of the same recipe. It is a healthy food. Since the kebab is a meat based food, it is packed with proteins and other nutrients that are vital for a healthy body. If you don't eat red meat, you can prepare kebabs with chicken and fish, which are even healthier versions. You can even add grilled cheese and vegetables to make a richer platter. It allows us to socialize. Kebabs are enjoyed um, the world by people the world over. As you try different types of kebabs on kebab day, also make it a point to reach out to different communities and learn about their way of life. You will enjoy learning so many new things about the people living around us. All right, so this year it was July 14th, Friday, July 14th of this year. And next year of 2024 is the same date, which will be Friday. So all these dates is gonna so it's gonna be all these dates, the same dates. Wait, hold on. No, I'm sorry. So July 12th of next year will be Friday, and 2025 July 11th will be a Friday, July 11th. And of course, 2026 is a Friday, July 10th, and 2027, Friday, July 9th. All right. All right. So, ooh. Oh my gosh. So National Barbecue Day, Hamburger Day, National Meatball Day. I'll save those for next year. I'll save those for next year. I'll save those topics for next year. Okay. Okay, our next topic. Our next topic. Let's see. Our next topic right here. Let me see. 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 Okay, Kid Cudi's new album. Should we do that one? Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could do that one actually. Yeah, we could do that one. Hold on a second. Hang on one second here. Um, wait a minute here. Um, hang on a second. Kid Cudi has a new album. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Let me just go there. Um. Let me just go there. Okay, according to Billboard, Kid Cudi fans will have to wait a tad longer for the release of Insano after he announced that his ninth studio album will no longer drop this month and will arrive in January 2024. Instead, I have to push Insano back until January. I want to make sure that everything lines up and I give y'all the best version of myself. Cudi said on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Monday, September 4th. Despite the bad news, Cudi reassured his fans that he would release a new single soon and even dished out 2 freebies on SoundCloud to hold them over. And he said, in quote, I still plan on releasing the next single soon, so don't even worry about that. Since I'm doing this, and I know you all are fiending to get a listen of the album. I'm releasing 2 new jams from Insano tonight on SoundCloud, he said. Okay. Okay. The 2 records titled Most Ain't Dennis and and I'll what is it? Hang on a second. I'll What I Bleed came out Monday night and are considered some of the favorites of Insano by Cudi. The former is a braggadocious track in which the artist flexes his accolades and how his counterparts pale in comparison. One thing I learned from these lames in the game, most ain't friends, most ain't Dennis, raps Cutter. Cudi dials down the temperature in Our What I Believe, and provides more melodic flair than raps. Cudi previously gave an update in May about the long-awaited collaboration between him and Playboy Cardi for Solo Dolo 4 from Insano, to the dismay of his fans. Cardi won't clear it, which is very weak. Cudi had tweeted. So yeah, it won't be on there, which is okay because the shit I have on the album is fucking smacks and your faces will melt. Of course, you can check out Cudi's full note and listen to his tracks below. Yes, it's on SoundCloud. You can check it out. You can check out the 2 singles on there. All right. So, next topic. Let's get into yeah. Let me see. Um Let me see. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Okay, let's get into. Hang on a minute here. All right, so Pharrell. Let's get into Pharrell right here. He is one of the music artists that's going to be at an event, according to factmagazines.com. Um, so here's what's happening here. The A-list headliners include Calvin Harris, J Balvin, Pharrell Williams, and Wizkid. Of course, Riyadh, are you ready? Just when we thought we couldn't be more excited about MDL Beast Soundstorm 2023, the region's biggest music festival has announced further additions to its star-studded musical lineup. MDL Beast Soundstorm 2023 runs from the 14th to the 16th of December and is in its fourth edition. It's taking place in the Ban Desert outside of Riyadh. The festival is your chance to catch local and international talent in the kingdom. Of course, starting with Calvin Harris, December 14th. Calvin Harris, whose birth name is Adam Richard Wiles, boasts an impressive array of accolades, including Brit Awards, Grammy Awards, and Over Novella Awards. He held the coveted top spot on Forbes' list of the world's highest paid DJs for an expensive 6 consecutive years. His chart-topping tracks span from classics like Acceptable in the 80s to modern hits like This Is What You Came For. Throughout his illustrious career, he has collaborated with notable artists such as Dizzy Rascal, Ellie Goulding, Frank Ocean, and Rihanna. Um, also performing on December 14th is Her. Her is an American singer-songwriter with a voice that effortlessly um, oscillate, osci- oscillates, between soulful depths and ethereal highs. Her debut album was released to critical acclaim and earned her Grammy recognition. Songs like Best Part and Focus have cemented her status as a rising star in the music industry. She has also collaborated with the likes of Chris Brown, DJ Khaled, Ed Sheeran, and Wizkid, who is also performing at MDL Beast Soundstorm 2023. Also happening on December 14th is Martin Garrix. Over the last decade, Martin Garrix has cemented himself as one of EDM's most prolific artists. He is a DJ and producer known for his hits Animals, In the Name of Love, and Scared to Be Lonely. American singer songwriter Miguel is known for the Grammy Award winning Adorn, plus the singles All I Want Is You, Coffee, How Many Drinks, Simple Things, and Skywalker. Martin Garrix last visited Riyadh in January to headline the Raya E Pre concerts. Let's see. Also happening on December 14th is Rehab. It's time to get hyped up as Rehab takes the stage. This guy knows to work his magic behind turntables and create beats that will make you lose control of your dance moves. Surrender yourself to the irresistible blend of EDM and catchy melodies that only rehab can deliver, because once the music starts, there's no way you'll be able to resist the urge to dance your heart out to tracks such as All Around the World and Rock My Body. Rehab is no stranger to the kingdom, having performed at Gamers 8. Also on December 14th, Wizkid is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and music sensation from Lagos, Nigeria. His music is captivating fusion of Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall, and contemporary pop, often addressing themes of love and life. His hit tracks include Holla at Your Boy and Essence, a collaboration with Justin Bieber and Thames. One of Wizkid's career defining moments was his collaboration with Canadian rapper Drake on the hit single One Dance, which became a global sensation in 2016. He has also worked with Burna Boy, Chris Brown, and Skepta. And December 15th, Anne Marie hails from Essex, England. In 2018, she released her debut album, Speak Your Mind, and her subsequent two albums peaked at number 2 in the UK album charts. Her hit songs include 2002, Baby Don't Hurt Me, Don't Play Friends, Rewrite the Stars, and Rockabye. Um, Over Anne Marie's career, she has been nominated for 10 Brit Awards and a Billboard Music Award. She has appeared as a judge on the TV singing competition, the Voice UK. Yes, the Voice UK. Plus, in 2022, she performed at the opening of the Riyadh Season Festival. Um, also someone who's performing is Axwell. Um, Also performing December 15th is Axwell, whose real name is Axel Christopher Headforth, is a prominent figure in the world of electronic dance music. The DJ's career took off in the early 2000s when he and his Swedish House Mafia cohorts began producing a series of hit singles and remixes that helped shape the modern EDM landscape. Their tracks, such as Don't You Worry Child and Save the World, have become anthems of the genre and are celebrated for their infectious melodies and energetic beats. Individually, Axwell has produced a string of solo hits, including Center of the Universe and I Found You. Um, Also performing on December 15th is Black Coffee, DJ, record producer, and songwriter. Black Coffee will also take to the MDLBE Soundstorm stage. Black Coffee will make it a night to remember with his distinctive Afropolitan house music. With multiple awards under his belt, including a Grammy win for Best Dance Electronic Music Album, the celebrated house music DJ will showcase to the kingdom the deep house music that his DJ sets are known for. One moment. Sorry about that. Had to drink a little water real quick. All right. Also performing on December 15th is Outlandish. The Danish group performs hip hop music with rich blend of Middle Eastern and North African influences combined with thought provoking lyrics. Outlandish's music explores themes of identity, cultural diversity, and social issues. Their breakthrough single, Acha, in 2002 became an international hit, and their thought-provoking songs have touched on subjects like the Palestinian Israeli conflict, global unity, and the challenges of immigrant life. Also performing on December 15th is Pharrell and Friends. Pharrell is an icon of the fashion and music world. He and his childhood friend Chad Hugo formed the Neptunes, whose innovative beats and production work revolutionized hip hop and R&B in the early 2000s. Their signature sound can be heard on hits like Nelly's "Hot in Her" and Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot." Pharrell's solo career took flight with the release of his infectious single "Happy." He is also known for the tracks "Get Lucky" with Daft Punk and "Blurred Lines," a collaboration with Robin Thicke. In February this year, Pharrell has appointed as Louis Vuitton's new men's creative director. And another person that's performing on December 15th is Solomon. Solomon is an influential figure in the electronic music scene. Born in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Herzegovina. Ah, Solomon's musical journey has taken him from a small town to the global stage. DJ Solomon is celebrated for his ability to create immersive and dynamic sets, and his selections often include a blend of deep house, techno, and melodic tracks, creating a unique and mesmerizing sonic journey for the audience. Afrojack is performing on December 16th. Afrojack, who's real, well, I'm not going to mention his government name there. So, yeah, Afrojack hails from Holland. He went from learning graphic design to playing in local pubs. Today, he is one of the highest earning DJs in the world. Over his career, he has collaborated with artists including David Guetta, Nicki Minaj, and Missy Elliott. This won't be the first time you can catch Afrojack in Saudi Arabia, as he previously performed at last year's edition of MDL Beast, Soundstorm, and the Formula One Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2023. Popular in the kingdom, he is loved for his high energy shows, spinning hit after hit. We're hoping he plays his famous numbers, including 10 feet tall, turn up the speaker, and unstoppable. Um, Also performing on December 16th is Alan Walker. Alan Walker hails from Bergen, Norway. He is a producer and DJ and best known for his songs Force and Sing Me to Sleep. A big draw on the live music scene. Walker has wild crowds around the world at mega festivals, including Coachella, Tomorrowland, and Ultra Music Festival. Walker's global smash hit "Faded" has received over 2 billion views on YouTube and 1 billion streams on Spotify, earned diamond certification in Germany and multi-platinum certifications in over 10 countries. His other global hits include "Alone," "All Falls Down," and "On My Way." The DJ previously performed in the Saudi capital back in July for the Gamers 8 concert series. Another person that's performing on December 16th is Armin van Buuren. Armin van Buuren is one of the world's biggest DJs and producers. He was born in the Netherlands and has headlined shows and festivals across the world, including Electric Daisy Carnival, Ultra Music Festival, and Tomorrowland. He has held residencies at um High Ibiza and Las Vegas. Um, We're hoping he plays his famous dance hits at MDLB Soundstorm, which include Blah Blah Blah, Great Spirit, Leave a Little Love, and Music Means Love Forever. The DJ has collaborated with Alesso, Steve Aoki, and Trevor Guthrie. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for a surprise guest. And David Guetta, who is another artist that's going to be performing December 16th. David Guetta is no stranger to the MDL Beast Soundstorm stage, having headlined the event in 2022. The popular DJ hails from Paris, France, and is famous for his electronic beats and collaborations. His popular songs include Titanium, She Wolf, and Don't You Worry. Over his career, he has sold more than 10 million albums and 65 million singles. Plus, he has won Grammy Awards, American Music Awards, and Billboard Awards. J Balvin, another person, that's also going to be there, which is December 16th. Colombian reggaeton singer J Balvin has become a global sensation in the realm of Latin music and will take to the MDL Beast Soundstorm stage this year. The rapper has delivered a string of chart-topping singles, including tracks like Mi Gente with Beyonce and I Like It, a collaboration with Cardi B. He's also worked with Bad Bunny, DJ Khaled, and Maluma, are racking up Latin Grammys and Billboard Music Awards along the way. Steve Aoki, also gonna be there on December 16th. The one and only Steve Aoki is about to bring an adrenaline pumping experience like no other as he unleashes his signature brand of EDM in Riyadh with his electrifying remixes and original tracks like Boneless and Delirious. He got the magic touch to ignite the Gamers 8 crowd and turn the atmosphere into pure euphoria. The superstar DJ was last in the kingdom for the Gamers 8 festival in August. Um Other global acts performing at MDLB Soundstorm include Alec Monopoly. Oh shit. Oh man. And Fisa, Let Yago, Ash, Camel Fat, Damian Lazarus, Hot Sense 82, Jamie Jones, Cast, Luciano, Marco Carolla, Nick Fansu- Nick Fanciulli, Nicole Maldaber, Rainer Zoneveld, Ricardo Villalobos, excuse me, Sam Devine, and Tarek and Tabi. Regional artists who will take to the various stages includes Anmar's AZM and Cosmic Cat, Disco Missor, Dish Dash, DJ Lean Deror, Dole, Falana, Gooner, K-Led, Majid, Mindware, and No Photo, No Man, Omar Basad, Malba Musab, Rag Saud, Shalin, Space Music, Tarab, Electro, and Zone Plus. Okay, so MDLB Soundstorm tickets are available via Platinum List and start from SAR 169 for 1 day general admission passes and go up to SAR 1099 for 1 day VIP, very important beast, of course, passes. So put the fourth put the 14th to 16th in December in your diary as it's about to get loud. For more information, you can visit uh Riyadh platinumlist.net for tickets and more information. So there you have it right there. All right, so let's get to oh man. All right, let's get to Drake and Charlamagne. All right. Okay. All right. So, according to Complex, Drake and Charlamagne's decade-long feud made headlines again last September. Here's a full timeline of the two's friendship turned beef over the years. All right. So, Drake and Charlamagne Tha God's off-kilter relationship had its ups and downs over the years. Their long-standing feud has regularly caught social media's attention, with Charlamagne's goof antics toward the rapper, often leaving him with no choice but to respond. Charlamagne admitted that the two have a love-hate relationship and they continue to take jabs at each other to this day. Many could label the Brilliant Idiots co-host as a Drake hater due to his endless negative remarks about the rapper. Upon the release of Billboard and Vibes 50 greatest rappers of all time list in 2023, Charlamagne disagreed with Drake's top 10 placement as well as Kendrick Lamar's. I feel like it's too early for Drake and Kendrick to be saying stuff like that. Of all time, goddamn, penis is a form. Penis is a form of transportation for y'all. He told DJ Envy per Hip Hop DX. Oh man. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's kind of foul though at the same time though, man. Oh man. That's crazy, man. I wouldn't even put it past how Drake feels though. But that's an understatement for another time. Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy right there. Um, no, I know Charlamagne's wrong for that, but he's funny at the same time. Yeah, and what he said right there that I just said or read, you can what he said right there was mad funny. All right. The 45-year-old. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so the 45-year-old media personnel seemingly recognizes Drake's rap skills, but is regularly vocal about his disdain toward Drake's other sonic ventures, like his dance album, Honestly Nevermind, and single Tootsie Slide. But their beef ultimately goes all the way back to 2013, when Charlamagne gave his brutal opinion on Drizzy's pop record, Hold On, We're Going Home, suggesting that he should stick to rapping instead of singing. Although the two called a truce back in 2016, it seems to be non existent thanks to recent exchanges. In September, Charlamagne grilled the Canadian artist over the release of his newest single, Slime You Out, featuring SZA. Drake put out a song last Friday and nobody cared. He blatantly stated. Drake clapped back at the radio host with multiple IG posts, calling him an off-brand Morris Chestnut and sending social media into a frenzy. Oh man. Oh man, here's the full timeline of their once friendly relationship that since transitioned into a decade-long feud. Damn, ground beef? Damn. In an interview with Vlad TV, Charlamagne said, no, Charlamagne shared his distaste for Drake's newest single. I hate that shit. He bluntly said, ref, referring to the tracks, sonically, it's a great record if it was Miguel. I would probably love it. Trey Songz singing it, I probably love it. He continued. He then asked, if you could be the next Jay-Z, why would you want to be the next Miguel? Oh man, that's funny, man. So okay, so going back to July 2015, um, after rapping, you gonna make me buy bottles of Charlamagne on his track back to back. Drake saw his promise through and gifted the Black Privilege author 6 bottles of 2004 Dom Perignon. The gift also came with a note reading "Let's be friends" in an attempt to squash the beef. In an Instagram post, the co-host showed off his present. You are going to make me buy bottles of Charlamagne. Drake living his raps. He captioned the video, and of course, going to 2016. Damn. Um, the musician and the Breakfast Club co-host friendship blossomed since Drake's expensive gift. The faithful MC took to his Instagram to share his and Charlamagne's backstage activities, posting a candid picture of the two popping bottles, laughing and enjoying themselves. Pretty much sums it up um, at CTA God, New York, night 4. Thank you to everyone who came out, the artist wrote per Hip Hop Wired. And going and of course flash back to July 2018. Drake took a shot at Charlamagne's alleged skin bleaching rumor and Sandra's Rose, a track off his fifth studio album. Backstabbed so many times, I started walking backwards like Charlamagne. I see the light and see the darkest patches, he rapped. Charlamagne denied the rumors on multiple occasions. Oh man. And of course, in July 2018, days after the release of Sandra's Rose, Charlamagne openly discussed his relationship with Drake on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. Cohen asked what happened between them after their 2016 truce, with Charlamagne responding, I feel like me and Drake will always have a love-hate relationship, like Skip Bayless and LeBron James. Even though he is great, I will never have anything too good to say about him. And April 2020, upon the release of Drake's widely known TikTok jam Tootsie Slide, Charlamagne had a few words to say. In an episode of his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, he stated, I think that when you are the biggest artist in the world, when you are the biggest rapper in the world, I don't like to see you chasing trends. It's like, why be a surfer when you are a fucking wave? I just didn't respect it. He clarified that most of the time, TikTok songs blow up organically, saying it's a song people like and somebody does something to it and it goes. But for him, Tootsie Slide felt too forced, too corporate, and too industry per complex. And of course, we flash back to December 2020. In another episode of Brilliant Idiots, the question as to whether or not music still in a Drake era was raised, with Charlamagne citing that although it still may feel like it because of the radio, the Drake era's actually been over for years. Radio radio they haven't caught up to they haven't caught up to what's actually going on in the streets yet. He said they haven't changed the temperature, so it still feels like we're in a Drake era. I don't think we've been in the Drake era for the last 2 or 3 years. Um, All right, and then we flash back to March 2021. On the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne jokingly said that Drake cheated when three of the rapper's songs debuted at the top of Billboard's Hot 100. Don't let the heart cut in the lead fool you. Aubrey Graham is a demon who doesn't play fair. He cheated. I can't prove it. This might be pure hate. I'm not standing on nothing with this. I just think he cheated. He stated per Revolt. Um, then flashback to 2022 of June. Hang on a second. All right. Yeah, we flash back to June 2022. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's see. We flash back to June 2022. In another Breakfast Club segment, Rumor Report, Angela Yee, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne doubled down on Drizzy's dance album. Honestly, never mind. This is lobby elevator music. This is the vibes when you sitting in the lobby of the SLS hotel having some drinks on a leather couch with the lights dimly lit. Charlamagne stated, I'm never going to revisit the album again, but if it comes on when I'm in the lobby of a luxury hotel, I'm not mad at it. He went on and confessed that he digs a song on the album called Sticky. And fast forward to September 2023. In an episode of Brilliant Idiots, the Young Money the Young Money alum's newest single, Slime You Out featuring SZA, was up for discussion. The podcaster had a lot to say about the track, ultimately dissing the rollout for Drake's upcoming For All the Dogs album. What scares me, and it's not a scare because Drake's gonna be fine. Drake put out a song last Friday and nobody cared, he said. It came out last Friday and people just started talking about the lyrics yesterday. I saw people posting about how he said something about whipped and chained, you like American Slave. He continued, I'm in the group chat and I'm like, damn, Drake put out this record Friday and people just getting to the lyrics on Monday. That's not Drake like. The 45-year-old went on to question the rapper's intentions behind his single of choice for his upcoming 8th studio album. I just think that also when you look at the album cover and you hear the title For All the Dogs, I think we were looking for something a little bit more harder, a little bit more aggressive. He came out with this slow joint with SZA. And of course, in September 2023, Drizzy seemingly responded to Charlamagne's comments via Instagram. The 36-year-old lyricist slammed the hell of a weak host, writing a message towards him that said, "Are you okay, Leonard? You kind of weirded me out, G. Like you really obsessed with me or something. For years, like you look in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection type shit." Additionally, he said, whatever you gotta do, let it out. I'm sure your 435 loyal fans will stand by you, you fucking goof. Well, he continued to troll Charlamagne, referring to him as an off-brand Morris Chestnut. Oh man. All right. Oh shit. He also posted a throwback video of Charlamagne from 2013 saying it's 3 sexual orientations out there. It's gay, straight, and Drake. And Drake is just a whole different type of breed. Oh man. Now we go to October 2023. The Shook One author spoke on the new drama during an episode of the Breakfast Club. I want to tell y'all something, but you are not gonna believe me because I'm lying. But Drake and I planned this out every time he drops an album. He sarcastically said, I'm part of the album rollout. He drops a record, I critique it. It brings more attention to the record, more attention to the project. I keep telling Drake he doesn't need me to do that. He's Drake, but for whatever reason, he wants me to do it, so I oblige. He also called he also recalled his past commentary aimed at the rapper, saying it wasn't always like that though. Back in the day, I can honestly say I was hating Drake for fun. It was hilarious, at least to me. All right, let me know in the comments what you think about this whole ground beef between Charlamagne and Drake, and how you feel about it though, as far as like the songs Drake releases and stuff. All right. All right. So, um, I just wish these two. I just wish these two could really fucking get along, man. Because this ground beef shit is really getting on everyone's nerves right there. And let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Hang on a second, man. Let's get into let's get into a little bit of a recap of what went down. I didn't get a chance to talk about Rich the Kid on yesterday's episode. No, not yet. Well, Tuesday night's episode. I'm sorry, the day I recorded on Halloween. I didn't get a chance to talk about that because I kept shuffling the schedule of the podcasting recording schedule. So all right. So Rich the Kid got into the Halloween spirit. This is a little recap from Halloween. Um yeah, Rich the Kid got into the Halloween spirit earlier this week with a vampire-inspired outfit, but fans don't seem to feeling his costume. On Wednesday, October 25th, the Plug Walk rapper took to Instagram to post a pic of himself rocking a tight black shirt with shoulder pads made to look like he had wings growing out of his back. He captioned the post, Jay-Z had dinner with Jay-Z been had M's trying to see a B. Comments range from what the hell outfit is this? And off what offset got you wearing, man, to good old Satan suit. Face palm emoji. Boy got a chip on his shoulder. And he looked like Man Ray from SpongeBob. Oh shit. Another commenter went a little deeper, writing in quote, this is straight Illuminati controlling these artists for money and taking away their freedom. Look at slide 6. They gotta worship so they can be publicized. Rich the Kid is a two fire emojis artist, one of the best, but I'm just saying it's crazy. However, Quavo seemed to approve, commenting, yes, sir, while Rich the Kid's girlfriend, Tori Bricks, commented several times with a series of black heart emojis. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh shit. It's been a bumpy year for Rich the Kid. In April, he was accused of trying to pay off a woman with hush money so she wouldn't spill the beans about her alleged pregnancy by him. Court documents obtained by Radar Online revealed that an anonymous woman who filed under the name Jane Doe to protect her privacy made her claim in a Massachusetts court. Jane Doe alleges that Rich the Kid sexually assaulted her in January and prevented her from leaving the hotel room where the two were having non-consensual sex. Oof. Okay, that sounds like a mess. That sounds like a damn mess to me. Damn. That's crazy, man. This is crazy, you know what I mean? Oh man, that's crazy, man. Wow. Ah, man. Wow. Yeah. Um yeah, let me see. Um Yes, so according to the suit, Jane Doe then somehow managed to get free, and she and Rich the Kid allegedly returned back to her home where they had more sex. But this time, according to the lawsuit, the sex was consensual. The sex allegedly resulted in a pregnancy, which both Jane Doe and the rapper agreed to terminate. However, Jane Doe alleged that while she and Rich the Kid agreed to a $35,000 settlement to keep quiet about the whole affair, he still owes her $25,000, which is why she brought so the Kid, Rich the Kid's fiance Tory Bricks wouldn't find out about the outside baby. Damn, damn. 35 to 25 grand. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, man. Let's continue, man. Oh man. So weeks later, Rich got online asking his girlfriend Tori Bricks for forgiveness with a carousel of their photos over the years. The pair, who have been an item since the early morning trapping star, divorced his wife in 2018, also welcomed a child in 2019. Oh boy. I'd like to make a public apology to my best friend, my lover, and fiance for any disrespect, disloyalty, or allegations of anything. He wrote in the caption, "I'm a grown man. I've done wrong, and I'm owning up and asking for forgiveness from a beautiful, strong woman that has taken care of not only me but our family for years." Rich the Kid concluded, Um, I'm like I'm not like these other um people. I know I've been wrong and will fix it. Love you. Tory Briggs, I am sorry. I am so sorry. He also turned off the comments on his post, but it has since been deleted. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a prime example of a remorseful person. Yes, that's an example of a remorseful person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so there you have it right there. And yeah, let's see. So we all know that 50 Cent is the rapper, right? We all know that. We all know that, right? Yes, we do. But he is getting into he's already getting into the TV business and stuff. So well, let's get into the next segment right here. The next segment right here is TV show checkouts. This is pertaining to um the trailer of season 3 of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, right? There's a particular release date of when it's gonna happen. So let's get into it right here, right now. All right. All right. Let's get into it right here. Okay. 50 Cent. Let's get into it. Let's get into it right here. All right. So, according to Hip Hop DX, 50 Cent's Power Book 3 Raising Kanan will be returning before the end of the year, and Stars has up the hype train with an exhilarating new trailer for season 3. On Thursday, October 26th, the G Unit mogul took to Instagram to unleash the teaser for the upcoming season ahead of its December return. Um, so shocked face Emoji. I have the best tour and the best shows. So how you feel about it? Shrug emoji. 50 captioned his post, also making reference to his huge final lap world tour, which is currently going on in Europe. Um, in the new trailer, Kanan Stark, played by Mackay Curtis, can't get enough of the street life his mother warned him about and looks to continue the family business and become one of the biggest hustlers in Queens. There's an old adage that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now, I'm not too sure about that one right there. And it looks like Raquel, played by Patina Miller, whose back is against the wall, has decided to team up with former rival Unique, played by Joey Badass, now that he's out of prison and back on the streets. Of course, of course, set to debut on Stars on December 1st. Mark your calendars. Yes, mark your calendars, folks. December 1st is when yes, so check out the trailer for Raising Kanan season 3 below. You can even watch the trailer on YouTube. According to Stars, the family is left to pick the pieces up and exact revenge after the mob coordinated attack on Raquel, Marvin, and Lulu in the third season of Raising Kanan. They won't all be able to complete this intensely personal quest, but for those who do, the destination may reveal the most terrifying secret of all. Stars wrote in a synopsis: "There is no right and wrong or good and evil." Yes, there is. There are no absolutes in the end. There's just you. Nah, I don't know if I agree with that. Omar Epps is back as Detective Howard, and Tony Danza is set to join the cast for season 3 as Stefano um, Machete. Meanwhile, season 2 of Joseph Sikора's played by Tommy Egan spinoff Power Book 4 Force is currently airing on Stars, which will lead directly into Raising Kanan in December. So Power fans will have plenty to watch the rest of 2023. Speaking to Hip Hop DX earlier this year, Sakura hyped season 2 of Force thanks to some changes behind the scenes. Let me tell you, the second season is way better, he said. It's like we got Chicago the first season. It didn't. I don't think so. I think they used Chicago as a backdrop. You're telling me there's one black gang in Chicago and they run everything. Nobody's trying to light that place up. There's not divisions with that within that. The first season, the Latin King, no, excuse me, the Latin thing. Listen, she was great, but that's it. Chicago's one of the most Latin cities in the entire continent. It's the third largest Mexican population in the world. Power Book Force, Power Book 4 Force received a new showrunner in Gary Lennon last year, and Sakura compared this season to the hit Netflix series Ozark. Give props to Gary Lennon. He was the showrunner for Powers season 5 and season 6. He explained. He's from Hell's Kitchen and his brothers were gangsters on Westies. Um, he is the voice of the Tommy Egan character, so it's going to be authentic. You can watch season 2. It's as legit as a season of Ozark. Yeah, so you could check out Raising Kanan December 1st, and of course season 2 of Power Power Book 4 Force on Stars, and of course be on the lookout for season 2. All right, so let's get into oh boy. I know I'm running behind schedule. I'm sorry for all the lateness. Oh boy. Look, let me see if I have anything else to wrap up about. Let me see. Let me see this thing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it though, man. All right. I think that's about it though. All right. All right. All right, I'm about to wrap up here. I'm gonna do the last segment of the day, which is stream choices on the go. All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Hold on a second. All right, there it is. All right. Be sure to follow this podcast on Facebook, Threads, alongside with Instagram, and alongside with my other podcast shows that I do on a weekly basis, um, and everything else, which includes Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports platform that I do, and alongside with Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, and of course, this podcast is also on Instagram as well. Um, it's in the description of YouTube and everything else. I am going to make sure I put the description of everything in it. And also, turn on your notifications on the gram so you can know when each episode is going to be recorded on Instagram Live and alongside with YouTube. All right, so we're gonna get into the link in bio. If you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, which says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555. All right. Before I get into the whole list of where you can listen to the podcast, you can also make a donation. You can also make a donation to my Cash App or PayPal, um, whichever is comfortable for you. So so you don't have to be pressured into the amount of money to give. You could give $1, you could give like $5, you give $10. Whatever amount of money you choose to give will be appreciated in supporting this podcast right here and along with my other podcast shows that I do. So, um, all right, so let's get into where you can listen to the episodes and stuff. So starting with Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts, where you can listen to them for free. And also, you don't need a debit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps that I just mentioned in the streaming platforms. Yes, like I said, you don't need a debit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps that I just mentioned. Um, um, so um, be sure to subscribe on iHeartRadio and the streaming platforms that I just mentioned. Of course, by following my other podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show, and this one right here, which made it to 300 episodes already. Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, and of course, do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 for more live video episodes in the recorded live streams that I upload and post it on YouTube automatically. And leave a like and a comment on along with the episodes and the topics. Tell me how you feel about the topics in today's episodes in the comments below. All right, as far as the dispute between Charlamagne and Drake, and all the topics that's been covered today. Of course, you can grab the subscribe button from me, and of course, alongside with alerts, and be sure to when you see the word notify me, you can press the notification bell as an alert so you can be reminded on when each episode is going to be recording via live stream, be via live stream on the air with the month, the day, the date, and the time. All right, so there you go, right there. And also, you can also listen, stream, and watch these episodes. Download the episodes, not just you can, download the episodes. Of course, including the episodes that's your favorite, and also you can add the podcast to your playlist like Spotify, like I said, Spotify and any other streaming platforms that you get your podcasts and stuff. All right. So that way you'll be able to know when each episode is going to be dropping on each streaming platform. All right. So tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And of course, share the link along with the podcast links and the link tree with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people, your friends, the people you are cool with from work and everything else in between. All right. I'm about to be out of here. I'm about to grab some dinner and all other stuff and prep for the next episode in a couple minutes. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Greg, in there. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode, titled Kebabs, which is dedicated to World Kebab Day. All right. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. New York wasn't built in a day, and you just trust the process. And of course, be confident, because be consistent in the craft and the stuff that you create as far as art and everything else in between. And of course, look and find something that clicks to you, that clicks to you and makes sense. That makes you happy creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. So, all right. So I'm about to be out of here. Like I said, and I hope y'all continue the journey with me into this podcasting career that I'm trying to push. We made it to 300 episodes, and I actually am proud of myself, and I'm actually glad that I'm doing this because this is therapy for me. And I want to make something clear, actually. I didn't start these podcasts to actually think about money off the bat, because if I did, then I'll be doing like a disservice and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to think about money too much, because it's like you have to You have to take your time on things. It's not gonna happen overnight. You feel me? You have to you have to take your time on your craft and not rush to trying to get money all the time. Like that's not how it works in reality. I mean, it's a process. It takes time, energy, even if it takes years or whatever. That doesn't mean give up on your goals and dreams. So don't give up on your goals and dreams and stuff, no matter what your parents tell you or whatever case scenario may be. And don't worry about the what ifs about how you're gonna pay for how you're gonna pay rent, how you're gonna pay for food and all that other stuff. All that's gonna be figured out in due time. Not everybody has everything figured out. I mean, come on. I work 2 days a week and and I'm here trying to provide content for you folks out there that's 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 listening and all the other stuff. And it's just a passion that I do. And listen, just because somebody has a full-time job does not mean that they're happy. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted y'all to actually understand something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what works for you, not what's best for your parents. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for me. That's it for me right here, man. I'm out of here. Peace and one love. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your night. And reminder, don't forget to switch your clocks back an hour this Saturday coming up. All right? Don't forget to switch your clocks back an hour. All right? Take care. Peace out. One love. And enjoy the rest of your night.